Bum 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 bum. Hi, I'm Abby.
And I'm Amy.
And this is the AA meeting.
Welcome back. We hope you're having a lovely day. I'll just keep going. Who the fuck is mowing right now?
I know.
That's so fucking inconsiderate.
I know. We should put out a sign, podcast in progress.
Literally.
Shut the fuck up.
Literally.
Yeah. So we're on episode 129 today. Unfortunately, we can't do the singing thing because it doesn't go up to 9.
That's true. It's game over.
Yeah.
Oh, if I had known last week was the last one, I would have really committed.
I feel like everyone's probably happy that it's over.
That's true. We'll bring it back for episode 800 and
897.
70.
Oh, yeah, 876.
Will
Yeah,
be the first
876. 876. 87678. Yeah. Anyway, I think we might just jump into this episode, guys. We've got a good one planned for you.
All right, then.
Roll the intro. Bum 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 bum.
This is the AA meeting. Welcome to our podcast.
Fuck. I said the. How's your week been, Ames?
Oh, lovely. You know, just getting on with things, and I don't know what this accent is. It started. Now it's going Irish.
It's Irish.
I'm not really. Anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, nothing to report. To be honest with you, just fucking around. When this episode comes out, you will be halfway through your Europe trip. How do you feel about that?
I am having a great time over there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to feel really weird when you come back and you're not planning for it anymore?
Yes, because my whole personality trait at the moment is that, and I feel like I'm going to have a crisis.
Yeah. Do you think you'll have post-Europe depression?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'll be here to support you through
Thank
it.
you.
You're welcome. How was your week, Abby?
Yeah, it was good. I went out to dinner on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards we were like, oh, let's just go to Newtown Hotel and grab a drink or so.
Never gets old,
Never gets old. Saturday night is drag night.
I saw your story. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us about it.
So, it was a vibe. And Condo's never seen drag before.
Oh my God, he's been missing out.
And so he was like, so what do they, before they started, he's like, what do they do? Do they sing live? Because boys just don't know, and especially because we're in the performing world.
That's
so
true.
we're more aware of it. But yeah, it was great. There was 2 older queens that were kind of a bit more slow, a bit more chill. And there was this one young queen you could tell was a dancer.
Right, yeah.
Because they're slaying and doing all this shit and they were dancing like they were on RuPaul, you know?
Cool.
And then you know how drags are they're funny when they're singing?
Yeah, yeah.
They do all the facials and they
they
roll their eyes and shit. And this queen was doing that and they slayed.
Wow. I love drag shows.
Yeah.
I went to this one when I was in Adelaide last year, and it was it's a drag bar.
Yeah.
And so it's set up for that. And it's literally a warehouse. It was huge, but half of the floor is a stage. And it the stage goes around the thing. So you stand lower than them, you know, and the stage is elevated, but it tracks through the room and goes in different, so they can literally run around the room. It was so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So entertaining.
Whereas Newtown, they're shoved in the little corner, and they only do one song each, and then they're we'll see you in an hour. And so I was like, can we stay and watch the next? They do it 3 times. I was like, can we stay and watch the next one? And I was like, yeah, of course. And so we watched them both, and I love their names. I forgot 2 of them, but one of them was called Super Duper Mini Cooper.
I love that.
Yeah.
So good. Did they do the same show each time? Or
no, different songs.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. One of them, the Slay one, did the Jessie J song, I'm feeling sexy and free.
So good.
And so everyone was like, woo! Whereas the other ones were slow. One of them did Fever.
Yeah,
Fever
right.
when you and that was a bit slow. But it was a vibe. It was so fun.
I really want to get into RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes, I said to Connor, I was like, I'm literally going to watch that now, the whole
Someone I went to school with was on the most recent season.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure how far they got into it.
Yeah.
Because obviously I haven't seen the season, but I want to watch also because of that, you know.
Yeah, and I've seen all these interviews on TikTok of RuPaul.
Right, yeah.
In like Graham Norton and like other interview shows.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like the things that they say is just so funny. And so I just want to watch the show because obviously it's going to be even more like dramatic and like extra.
Yeah, it would be like, I'm picturing, remember when like America's Next Top Model was like huge and it was like so dramatic and they would have like the dramatic zoom ins.
Tyra Banks did like the fake faint.
Yes.
Or she like fainted. And,
literally.
Like that.
I'm picturing that, but like on steroids with way more glitter.
Yeah. No, me
Absolutely,
too.
I'm there for that.
Have you seen the one where RuPaul's like, what did you have for breakfast? And then the dude,
no.
Have you seen it? Oh, it like went around on TikTok. And then the person who he was asking was like, eggs! I have to show it to you. It's so fucking funny. And it's just like, why? Why are we so dramatic for no reason? But I love it. So I think I'm gonna start watching that. I don't know what it's on.
Isn't I think there's some seasons on Netflix.
Yeah. Well, no, Netflix has now done that. Netflix has done that thing.
Yes, let's talk about that. Okay, when you guys hear this episode, this will have happened months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fucked up. Because
so we can't watch it on our TV anymore.
No, neither can we. Well, we're trying to. So I can still watch it on my phone right now.
Yeah.
And I'm on my parents' account, but I think it's because yesterday we were trying to set it up. And ours is like we're using Eshwin's on this TV and it's under his email, but I don't think he pays for it. And so we just click the I'm traveling thing and it sends like a code to his email.
Yeah.
And it works. But then it says that like that's only temporary and then you have to log in to the app on your phone when you're in the location of the account holder once a month to keep it going. So I think mine's still working on my phone because I was home a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long that'll last for. And I'm not fucking finished Selling Sunset season 6. So I need to get on it.
Well, I was in the middle of Below Deck.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's so rude.
It's so rude. And what about people who like travel a lot for work or like have a holiday home that they go to for 3 months of the year, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that they've really thought it through.
Well, that's why they have a family package, is so your parents buy it and you can have extra accounts.
Exactly. Like, I'm on the family package with my parents, and like,
me too.
Just because I don't live with them doesn't mean I'm not a part of their family.
Exactly.
I'm really upset about it.
So we've been watching on Amazon, but apparently like we've been watching on Stan. But apparently Stan's now owned by Hulu, and like, I don't know, it's just like all of them are getting all weird.
I pay for our Stan, so mum and dad will lose that probably.
And so I think that the boys and I are going to have to buy a Netflix account for the TV and split it together. But that means that we can't have it on our laptops and stuff. It can only be on the TV, right?
No, I think you still can. They track your IP address. Like, so all of your devices in this house will work. And then if you take your device somewhere, like, because like I was thinking about, like, I watch Netflix at the gym, you know, like, but I think if you like log into it at home and it like sees that you're in that house and then you go somewhere else and it's fine.
Right. The fuck? Just stop
so
tracking us and let us watch our movies.
I know they're going to lose like a lot of because a lot of people like can't afford it. Like, they're not going to.
Yeah.
I think they think that they're going to get all this extra money out of it, but they're not. They're just pissing people off, you know? And like, people who pay for the family accounts are going to cancel that because it's not worth it.
Yeah. Well, isn't there there's no option. It's just one Netflix package now.
Oh. Why are they're just ruining their own business. I saw this, you might have seen it because I think Sky posted it, but there was this like tweet that Blockbuster in the States, because the company still exists over there, tweeted this thing being like, just a friendly reminder that we didn't care like who you shared your password with as long as you returned your DVDs on time.
This is true.
Bring back Blockbuster.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
What are we doing today, Amy?
Oh, okay. So I saw this on TikTok. Let me check his name. Okay, Brett Newstrom is doing this series of niche energies. So maybe it's like a particular trait or something that someone has, and as soon as you know that about them, you know everything about them. You know, like, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
For example, only child. right?
Yes.
You know everything you need to know about that person if you know that they're an only child.
Yes.
Right?
Center of attention.
Yes.
World revolves around them.
Yes.
Not in a mean way.
No.
Just they're used to all the attention, both focuses of their parents.
So we're going to do niche energies
today.
Do you want to kick it off? Would you like me to kick it off?
You kick it off.
Okay. This was actually one of Brett's, but I really do believe in it wholly. And that's mothers of only sons, like women that only have sons.
I think they're Karens.
Yes. And they're like, my darling boy. You know, their whole world revolves around their sons. And like, you don't want to date a boy who only has brothers because like the mum is going to be...
I think she's a Karen.
Else. Yeah.
She's got the Kelly from Dance Mum's haircut.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. People that prefer cats.
Yeah. That's
like you are a cat lady.
Yeah. Yeah, you know everything you need to know if they're cat over dog.
Yeah.
Yep, good one. Serious netball players. You can tell if someone's a netball player. Same as swimmers. You can just see it, you know. My favourite game to play is like you look at someone you just met and you go, I wonder what sport you played as a kid. And you can tell if it's netball. Yeah,
they've generally got tape on their knees.
Yeah. Yep.
Horse girls.
Good one.
Yeah, if they've got a horse as their lock screen.
Yeah.
You know that they're rich.
Yeah.
They grew up riding horses.
Yeah. And
they're a bit weird.
Yeah. Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
This one's nicer, but boys with sisters. Like if he tells you he has a sister, you can guess a lot of things about him.
Yes.
You know, he's going to be a bit, he's going to be a little more sensitive. He'll know a bit more about
women.
Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if they're younger, I think. Because
if he's got little sisters.
Do you mean? No, as in he's younger.
Yes.
Because his older siblings have kind of like, not raised him, but you know.
A bigger influence.
They've desensitized him to girls.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And he sees how they get treated by boys and it's like, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tech boys.
Yeah.
Like what falls under that is like also gamer boys.
Also
you know, boys who like who like build their own computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they have their own energy.
Yeah, that's true.
You can smell it.
That's a good one. I don't mean to offend you, Abby, with this next one, but crystal girls have their own energy.
Literally.
Yeah. And
I'm not a crystal girl.
No.
I wear them.
Yeah. But you know things about crystals.
Yeah.
More than the general
like
population.
witch girls, you mean?
Yeah.
That like cast spells.
Yeah,
and like
that's a
keep
whole
their
other
period blood.
My God, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah. What about car boys?
Yes, they have their own energy, for sure.
I feel like their fantasy is becoming a transformer.
Yeah.
Like they get turned on from that shit.
Yeah. Similar vein, anime people.
Yes. Not that that's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but they have their own energy.
Yeah. You can tell when someone's into anime things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heavy metal people.
Yeah, I was just thinking like screamo, even country people.
Country people have their own energy.
Some country songs are naughty.
Yes.
Literally the title of one the other day was like Dick Down.
Oh my God.
Or like Blow Me and shit like that. And they literally are so descriptive about sexual things, but they have this raspy country voice that sounds okay.
Yeah, that's true. There's really not that much difference between like Cardi B and a country singer.
Yeah, they're saying the same things.
Yeah.
Like literally the same words.
Yeah.
Like what's that country song about anal?
Do I know it?
I think it's literally called Anal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's brave.
I know. There's no hiding.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Real estate agents.
You can smell them from a mile away.
Yeah.
Male and female.
Yeah, particularly young ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, like for like rental properties, not for like selling houses.
Yeah, I'm talking real estate agents in their 20s.
Yeah.
They're their own breed.
gosh. Just, do you remember all the real estate agents we went through, like trying to find when we were looking for places to move?
Yeah. Remember that girl who broke her ankle?
I think about it more than I should.
Me too.
I reckon once a fortnight I think about her falling down that step.
Guys, we went to this inspection, and for starters, it was in fucking Whoop Whoop, remember? Like, we were surrounded by bush.
Do you remember trying to get there?
Yeah. And this girl was probably like maybe a year or two older than us. Maybe. She could have been younger, actually. I don't know.
And I think she was late.
Yeah.
Because we like went and knocked on the door and stuff like that.
And she was quite, like, it was clear that this was one of her first listings. Like, she was quite nervous. And she like rolled her ankle on the front
Well, she
step.
ran up to us. Sorry, I'm late.
And then rolled her ankle and like, actually I thought she snapped it. Like, and then she goes, I'm okay. Sorry, I'm okay.
But it was as she was like unlocking the door, wasn't it? Yeah.
And I remember being like,
I tried so hard not to laugh.
Yeah, that's what because like also you want these people to give you a home, you know, so you've got to be like really nice to them and whatever, but it was so fucking hard not to lose it.
I reckon she did ligament damage.
I think so. That would have been
I think that was inflamed and bruised for a long time.
Yeah.
And she's going to have some repercussions from that.
I reckon she's still dealing with it today.
Like on a cold winter's morning, it's a bit hard to get the circulation going in it. It's a bit stiff. Oh my God, that was one of the fucking funniest moments of my entire life.
Because also
so unfortunate.
It was. But you do feel a bit like inferior is the wrong word, but you know, like this is what I mean, that you want to be respectful to. And like that was just like, I suddenly just felt like the dominant figure, you know, because I'd just seen her.
Yeah, I was like,
shit.
This bitch wants to rent us a house.
Yeah. I was like, oh, the house is ours then, because she's embarrassed.
No, I was kind of like, I don't want this house.
No, that's true.
Because if we got that house, every time something would go wrong, we'd have to call her.
That's true.
And we'd think of that rolled ankle.
She probably wouldn't give it to us specifically because she's embarrassed.
Yeah. If I was her, I wouldn't.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have one more?
Yeah. Oh, baristas.
That's true. Yeah.
Even just like people that work in a cafe, I feel like they don't shut up about it.
Yeah.
They're like, I was up at 5 this morning.
Yeah.
I've had no breaks.
No, that's true.
You know, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I'm running off 4 coffees and a Red Bull.
Yeah. Actually, I have one more now that you're talking about coffee. Soy latte people.
Yeah, who has soy?
They have a very specific energy. Soy latte people.
I remember I had soy, but that was before, because I can't have lactose. That was before almond milk, oat milk, lactose-free milk. Soy was the only option, and it tasted like shit. Yeah,
and it's so bad for your tummy. Like too much soy, literally, apparently, like your tummy will start eating itself. Like it like breaks down your stomach lining. It's so bad for you. But I think that's like, we're talking extreme cases, like vegans who like eat everything that's like soy based because they're having like fake meat and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your warning. Stay away from too much soy because it'll fuck you up.
Damn.
Anyway, those are some niche energies. Thanks for joining us. Ick or tick?
Yes. All right. One ick or tick today is when they walk in the rain. Imagine him walking and the rain's just like pouring.
Yes, but you're going to say that it would be a bigger ick if he had an umbrella.
Yeah.
So how does he win? Or he doesn't?
I just think it's like, imagine a backpack on.
Okay, you're just adding all the icks into one scene.
And imagine he's got like a hood on too.
Yeah.
And he's like walking in the rain.
Does he look sad?
I mean, he would probably be pretty sad.
Okay. It's probably an ick, I guess. Well, it's not going to be a tick. This is like, some of these ick or ticks are like, obviously it's not a
when
tick.
When he cheats on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's an ick.
But then how does he get from A to B if it's raining? He just has to wait? Or
levitates. He can't ride a bike there because that's icky. He can't have an umbrella icky. He can't have a raincoat icky. He can't run there because then it looks like he's running in the rain, and that's kind of worse.
And if he stacks it, game over.
Game over. Or like skids or something. He can't ride a scooter there.
Can he drive there?
Well, I think the issue is he doesn't have a car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He can't bus there because buses are icky.
Yeah.
He could train there, but he's probably going to have to walk in the rain to the train.
Okay, so Uber is his best option.
Uber is his only option.
Okay. Good to know. I hope you're all taking notes because this is serious stuff. Yeah, okay. Fair enough then.
Yeah.
I can't believe we don't get more hate than we do. To be honest. Okay. Shit we don't understand.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this like episodes and episodes ago, and we said this should be a shit we don't understand, and then we never did it. When you open a bottle of champagne or prosecco or something bubbly, and if you don't have a little stoppy thingy to put on it, you put a teaspoon in the top and it keeps it bubbly. How the fuck? And I was actually thinking about this the other day because I was like, I'm going to do this as a shit we don't understand. And I have no guesses. Is it complicated?
No.
Okay. Is it really easy?
Yeah, I guess.
Are you going to tell me they don't know? Or is there an answer? They don't know. Is it a fucking myth? Don't tell me it's not legit. It's like placebo. Is it really? What the fuck? I had all these in my head. I was thinking like maybe it's because like silver is like a mineral or some shit.
Yeah, reacts with the CO2 bubbles. Yeah. So it's a myth.
What? So it doesn't work.
No.
But it does.
Maybe we think that it does.
Right. I bought a little stopper thing.
Yeah, they say stopper will work.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Yeah, I suppose you can't leave it in there for 3 months.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's devastating. I really thought this was going to be an interesting one.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking something about like, because silver, I'm pretty sure, is on like the periodic table. So it's like an element thing.
Yes.
And so it's got to have something to do with that and how it reacts to like certain gases. And
yes.
Like I thought it was going to be something like that.
Yeah.
The fuck? So I could put anything in there. I can put chopsticks in there if I want.
Yeah, or you could just put nothing in there.
Surely to a degree, like the fact that the hole is smaller.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, so you could just cover it with, you could put a bit of Glad wrap on
Glad wrap and like a rubber band around it. Yeah. Or some foil.
Yeah.
That'd probably work better. Some aluminium foil.
Would be perfect. Yeah.
Yep. It's quite disappointing because I've heard that from many people.
So disappointing. I think that's a common
And now
fact.
I'm going to like ruin people's days when they say, let's put a spoon in it. I'm going to go, it doesn't actually work.
Maybe that is a power move though.
Yeah. Yeah. Being like, I'm smarter than you.
We hold the power now.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the day that I can whip that baddie out.
But also my thing is like, if you're going to open a bottle of bubbles, you got to drink the whole thing.
Yeah.
What's the point?
No, but I guess it's more like Christmas Day, you have a glass, you put it back in the fridge while you're waiting for your next glass.
Oh,
while
yeah.
you're drinking
Okay.
your glass.
But you can just put it back in normally.
Yeah. Yeah, well, now we know that.
Yeah.
That was such a fucking letdown.
Sorry.
Right.
I was gonna let you guess a bunch, but then you just said, is it a myth? And I was like, oh God, I can't lie.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Question of the podcast.
Yes. Who was the first person to do certain things?
So are we going to just like throw one out there and like Google it? Or
like, for example, who was the first person to milk a cow and what were they thinking?
That one is suspicious.
Yes.
To be honest with you. I think there
kind
was
of plays into bestiality.
I think there was some funky stuff going on.
Yeah.
To be honest. Because there's no way to know that other than trying it.
Yes.
Unless it's like...
And then the next step is drinking it.
Yes. No, exactly.
Yeah.
That's fucked up on so many levels.
Yeah.
Unless there's like a thing about like what happens if you don't milk a cow? Does it like get really full and just start doing it itself? Like does it just start...
No, well it's like humans. They are doing that because they are lactating.
Yeah.
Because they've just had a baby.
But if you don't pump, it hurts, right? So maybe they were
yes,
like...
but also then your body just stops producing the milk.
Right.
So I assume it'd be similar for cows. But I mean, cows that are milked are shoved with all these hormones and then constantly milked, and their body thinks that they're constantly doing it for a baby.
That is so suspicious. It's actually similar to like to a lot of like we now eat seafood, like who 1 caught a fish, 2 cooked it and ate it. I understand like meat in the wild, the cavemen.
Yes, because of cavemen. Because animals would do that.
Yeah, I totally understand that. But like fish, bit sus. Like oysters. Who ripped open a shell and went, that looks delicious.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Let me put some vinaigrette on it.
Yeah, literally. Did you know that Vegemite was originally like a topical ointment for like...
Oh, God.
Cuts and stuff, and then someone put it on toast. Who and why?
They go, that black paste looks yum.
Right, and it's like so salty. Like it is an acquired taste. Surely the first person to eat it didn't go, oh, this is good, if they knew it wasn't food.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Yeah, very suspicious.
What are some other ones? Like toast is an obvious one. Someone baked bread and went, let me cook it again.
Yeah, let me make it crispy this time.
Bizarre. Surfing. Someone saw the waves and went, let me sit on that.
I'm going to get on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really weird, that one. This is a weird one, but like lying. Like, who was the first person to, like, someone goes, like, this is a stupid one, but like, what's your favorite color? And their favorite color is purple, but they decide to not say that. Like, they decide to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Like, who?
Very weird.
Yeah. Like, who decided that we should wear clothes?
I was thinking this. Underwear specifically?
Yeah.
Strange.
Because back in the day, they had leaves and they didn't have underwear, but then they went into kind of tunics. I remember I've said this on the podcast before, but the only thing I remember from my holiday in Mexico when I was younger, like we went and saw all these Mayan ruins and whatnot. The only thing I remember out of all the history that we learnt was that in this one Mayan village, they all looked the same, and the only way to tell if they were boy or girl was to lift up their tunic and show each other their private parts.
Oh.
So they'd be like, good evening, can I take you out to dinner? And then they'd lift up their tunic and be like, no, I have a pee-pee, so... Well, I mean, assuming that they are, I don't know, heterosexual.
Yeah.
No, I have a pee-pee and so do you, so I'm not interested in you.
Very strange.
Like, who decided that we would just wear the skirts?
Yeah. True. Religion? Who was like, big fella in the sky? I'm going to talk to him in my head. And if I don't, when I die, he's going to put me in a bad place. Oh, Jesus. But what about the other religions?
I think that
I'm sure they all have.
They all. I mean, because because we're not a part of that religion, we wouldn't know how it originated. But with Christianity, it's the God spoke to Jesus.
That's true.
He heard the voice. You know.
Don't you reckon if someone was doing that today, you'd be like, the fuck kind of crack you on?
Yeah, they tripping on acid. Yeah. Well, there's like this conspiracy that the Jesus time, like Jesus was a person, but he was just like a real gnarly, like ahead of his time dude.
Yeah.
And he had all these mates that were his like disciples. And then do you see that one where it's like, I don't mean to like offend anyone, but I just saw this on TikTok and it was like, apparently it was like a weekend and like they thought Jesus was dead, like from the bender. And so they like, you know, put him in the tomb. Yeah. And they were like, all right, he's dead now. Bye, man, pay our respects. 2 days later, he's resurrected. Yeah. Because he's gone through hangover. Maybe he's really dehydrated. Yeah. Now he's ready for a feed. Yeah. Yeah.
What was I about to say? But also, like, back then was a simpler time, you know, like they would burn people because they thought they were witches. Yeah. And it was like for stupid things. Yeah. So I guess It makes sense that they believed in all this. But it's crazy that it's like lasted this long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that like I'm discounting anyone's religion. Like I think you should believe whatever you want to believe. But like it's just crazy that some bloke was like, I'm being spoken to by a man in the sky. And like all these hundreds of years later, people are still like speaking to him. You know?
Mm.
Anyway. Do you have one more?
Sure.
I saw this TikTok of that pussy PSA guy, the one who does all the like skits of random things. The first person to fall asleep, and it was like he like closed his eyes for a few seconds, and then he opened up his eyes, and he was like, "Oh my god, Amanda, something really weird just happened."
That dude is so
He's
funny.
so
My
good.
favorite one of his is dinosaurs experiencing the first ever asteroid, and they're like, and he's like, oh god, it's hot in here. Are you hot in here? And I was like, wow, that light's getting really close to us.
It's so good.
So funny.
I saw one the other day, and he was like, when 6 found out that 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
And he's literally just
He's
like,
on the phone, he's like, what?
And then he just starts screaming. So
He's
good.
gone viral in like, it was like a week.
So quick.
And he's got like millions of followers.
Yeah.
And he's like on the phone, he's like, shut up.
Yeah.
When Pink finds out there's hot Pink,
Yeah.
and he's like, but I'm Pink.
Yeah.
Shut up. She's not harder than me.
So good.
Yeah.
What was one of my favorite ones also is when Pluto finds out that it's not a planet anymore. And he's like the agent calls.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? Well, do they have any other solar systems for me? He's so good.
Fuck, that sleep one's good.
Yeah. Something really weird just happened.
I died.
It's true though. The first person to fall asleep.
Yeah, imagine.
Weird. Or like the first headache. Imagine you're like, I'm dying.
Yeah.
This is the end for me.
Or like even the first, this is weird, the first shit.
Yeah.
They'd be like, what's going on? Something's falling out of me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I wonder if that was just instinctual. Surely. Sleeping and pooping must have just been like, it must have just happened and they were like, oh yes, this is normal.
Yes.
Because like, I mean, we don't know. I was going to say babies don't lose their shit when that happens, but like they do lose their shit a lot. So maybe part of it is like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, true.
How terrifying would it be being a baby? Like, you don't know anything.
Yeah, and there's all these big people going woo woo in your face.
Yeah. And like weird stuff is happening. Suddenly you start growing teeth. That's fucked. Anyway, wouldn't want to be a baby, let me tell you.
No, with your brain now.
Oh, that'd be so scary, yeah. Anyway, do you have any others?
No.
I think that's just about all we have today. Thank you so much for tuning in to another one. We hope that you are just as sexy as you have always been.
Yes.
And yeah, keep thriving.
Bye, besties, and stay sexy. Bum 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 bum.
This is the AA meeting. Welcome to our podcast.
Fuck. I said the.